It's Melissa from the AC Library, and in this video I'll finish showing you how to set up an APA paper using Google Docs. Because it'll be easier to show you what's next if I have actual words on the pages, I've copied portions of a handbook here. Okay, so scrolling down past the title page, notice that there's no header for this page. If you remember from the last video, we clicked the button saying that there'll be a different header on each page. So simply type what needs to appear on all of the other pages, which is your abbreviated paper title, all in caps. Then hit Tab a few times to get over to the right and click Insert. Hover over page number and then select this first one. Click anywhere in the main part of your paper to get out of the header, and now this has fixed all of the headers in your document. Notice that each of your paragraphs should begin with an indent to the right. Usually you can just hit Tab to do this. And also on the first full page of your paper, you'll center your paper's title on the first line, or lines like here. Okay, now the last thing I want to show you is how to set up a references page where you provide citation information for all of your sources. This is when you really need to make sure you're complying with the requirements of the APA style. In the library, we've created a guide to help you make sure you're doing it all correctly. Visit the webpage at actx.libguides.com/APA. Here's what a references page should look like. Most likely the person who created this not only used a guide like the one I just told you about, but also probably took advantage of the citation tools available in most all of the library's databases. Here's an article I selected after I ran a search using Academic Search Complete, one of our go-to databases. You can click here on this Cite button and the system will pull up a screen of the different citation styles. I'll scroll down just a bit to APA, copy this citation, and then go back over to my document and paste it into my references page. Because this page should be alphabetical by author, I'll put this one by Stapleton right after the Prince book. Now notice this weird W at the end of her name. This is an example of the fact that while this database citation tool can help you at least get started with the citation, it's not infallible. As you can see from the actual PDF document of the full article, her name is just Stapleton, so I'll fix that. A word like a, an, and, or the should not be capitalized unless it's the first word in the title. So this the here is another example of something you'll have to fix. Now because I pasted this citation directly onto my references page, which had already been formatted the way I wanted it, the computer knew that I wanted all of the subsequent lines to be indented, as APA requires, just like all of the entries above. But here's an example of how this citation looked when I copied it over to a different place in the document. It's single-spaced and the indent isn't correct. To fix that, place your cursor at the start of the first line you want indented, hit Enter on your keyboard, and then hit the Tab button. And now it's bumped over. If you had a third line, you would just need to hit Tab at the start of that third line, but then you'll need to hit backspace to get the second line moved back over. Before you leave Google Docs, don't forget to name your paper up here. Okay, this is just a quick guide helping you format your paper, but if you have questions, please contact us in the library. You can come by in person. We're on the Washington Street campus in the Ware Student Commons on the 4th floor. Or you can also check out the other video tutorials we've made showing you how to use our various databases to find articles like the one I showed you earlier. Go to Blackboard, click on the Library tab, and then as long as you're on the Find Database Articles page, you can find them. And you can also contact us by email or phone, and that information will appear on the next screen of this video. Good luck writing your paper!